Good morning, I'm Betty Jane and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about the tarot again, and we're talking about the Minor Arcana. And the Minor Arcana are the 56 cards that have scenes and people and action on them. The Minor Arcana is divided into 4 suits, and they are the suit of Wands, Cups, Swords, and Pentacles. You'll see I've chosen to show the aces of each suit today, and that's because aces signify beginnings. We'll get more into that in future episodes, but for today we're just going to talk about the suits as a whole. Wands, the first suit, is associated with the element of fire, and fire is action and enthusiasm. So when you read the suit of Wands, those are the words that you might think of in regards to your reading, remembering that that's always a course of action or a plan or something that needs doing. When we get into our cups, that water, and most of the cards in the cup suit will have some semblance of water on them. You'll see the feelings and the emotions, because those are the words associated with the suit of water. It's more the emotional side of things, the caring, the compassion, the love, the hate, all those feelings and words that come to us with emotional beings. So when you see the suit of Wands, that's something to keep in your mind. That's very much about the little things in life, the joys, the happiness, the sadness, all those things. Little but important. Swords. Swords is the suit of air. And with air, it's thought or intellect. It's the mental suit, which can be a double-edged sword, if you will. The swords doesn't mean mental problems, but means it's the thought processes and the applications and the ideas and the decisions that come with heartbreak, anguish, love, hate, all those things. It's about growing and understanding and inner conflicts. There's a lot of different things with swords. It also can be a release of old thoughts and beliefs. Pentacles, that's the earth suit. They're the practical. That's the application. That's the work. That's the jobs. That's the decisions. That's starting. That's learning. It's about money. It's about challenges. It can be about all those financial and grounding decisions that we have to make. And again, showing the ace, we're showing a beginning, which is always a great card. So it's always been the practical start of these suits. That's all we're going to talk about today with the 4 suits of the Minor Arcana. So I want you to give some thought to them. And if you're following along, pull your cards out and take a moment to set them out on the table and look at them and really study them and look in behind the cards. Look at what the meanings are in behind. So because we see the Ace of Cups and we see this, it's all about beginnings of emotions, and it's about all the emotions that overflow from us. But look what's here too, it's going more into more emotional things. But if you see, and with all the aces, I always like to say they're like a breakthrough, a new start, a new beginning, because you can see the breakthrough from the clouds. And I think that's always, in the suit of cups, it's an emotional breakthrough. And in the suit of swords, it might be an intellectual breakthrough. So with new beginnings in the wands, most of the wands always have some sort of new growth coming from them. So that's always a start, or it's about a plan to action, really starting into things. And I think that's true of all the cards in the wand suit, that if you look at them, most of them will have some sort of new growth. And that's always a new beginning. The pentacle, the Ace of Pentacles, again, we've got the breakthrough. We've got the lush green coming ahead of us here. Or is it behind us? That's questions you can ask in a reading. But I always look at it as the best is yet to come. We've really made a start. And I think that when you read, that you'll find that. And as, again, I've said this a lot of times, but you always start to find that you'll notice things in your own life that signify things in the cards. So it's helpful to be able to put that in a way to a client that is, how to say it, if you're trying to say, instead of saying, well, when this happened to me, you have to say, you have to give it, you can't make it personal to you, you have to make it personal to your client. If you don't, then the reading becomes about you and not about your client, and that's a very fine line. Sometimes you can throw that example in, but usually, maybe if you're chatting for a couple of seconds at the end of a meeting or clarifying, you can use a personal example. But when you're reading for the client, you have to make sure that they remain your focus, so you can't put that personal example in. It's a very fine line, and it's hard to get over and learn. So we've got the 4 suits of the Minor Arcana. It's 56 cards divided into 4. So we've got 40 cards of the Minor Arcana, and then we've got the 16 court cards, and that's your page, your knight, your queen, and your king, if you're using the Rider-Waite deck. And those are things that we'll talk about more. Today we've just focused on your aces and on the suits themselves. So these are the small mysteries of the tarot, the small events. And they're very important, and sometimes they can become even more important than the big events. And that's something to think about. Homework for today, pull some cards, pull your aces, really study them, get your magnifying glass out, really take a look at them, and try and find a new discovery in each card that you hadn't noticed before. Journal it, write it down, and think about what you were thinking about. Maybe design your own ace of swords or your ace of pentacles, whichever, and what you would pick to be important in that suit. And when I say design, you can write ace of pentacles. It doesn't have to be this great masterpiece, because I know when I do it, it's not. And you can write your thoughts, your emotions, or you can color them in. You can do whatever. Make it personal to you. I'm Betty Jane, and thank you for watching my YouTube video. I would like you to please like and subscribe to it, and to visit my website, sammyspells.com, for more information on our upcoming tour of the southwest of England. That's this spring. Thank you very much.